welcome to Anthony's Brick Build, and today we'll be doing a comparison on my 3 biggest LEGO sets. That being, we'll start over here with 75192, the Millennium Falcon with 7,541 pieces. 75309 Republic Gunship UCS set from summer 2021, I believe, with 3,292 pieces. And then the most recent addition to my collection has been 75367, the UCS Venator class Republic Attack Cruiser, or in short, the UCS Venator. Now, combined total hours of build time between these 3 monstrosities, it's about 45 hours over the past couple years, and in piece is throughout all these is about 6,500 pieces. So there is a lot of pieces and build time in here. So we'll be going over the builds, we'll be over the minifigs, their plaques, and how they display on shelves, and what are good and bad things about them. Now, if you want to see a really good in-depth on each of these sets, I do have a review out on my channel of each of these sets, so go take a look at that. They'll be on the end screens and in the description below. So with that being said, let's go take out all the minifigures from these sets and compare them along with their information plaques. So this is our UCS Millennium Falcon display plaque right here on an 8x16 tile. Is a sticker, so that is right there. You can pause the video to read about it. But here we have the minifigures of Captain Han Solo from the original trilogy, as well from the original trilogy of Leia, C-3PO, and Chewie. But Chewie can also be part of the sequel trilogy, which contains Captain Solo, as well as Finn and Rey. 2 Porgs are included in this set, as well as a Mynock, but the Mynock has disappeared for some reason, and hopefully I'll find him later, but there is a Mynock also included in this set. While these minifigures are very nice, some of them do kind of lackluster for the price point, like Finn does not have any printed legs. Chewie's are run-of-the-mill Chewie, but that is just our Chewie we always get, so there's nothing wrong with that. But I do like Leia's outfit, as it being the Hoth outfit, and we haven't seen that outfit in just a little bit. But now moving on to our Republic Gunship set. It contains Master Mace Windu, which looks really good, and he is not included or exclusive in this set anymore. He was in the Republic Fire Tank, and both of these sets of the Republic Gunship and Fire Tank both retired at the end of 2023, so there are now no more Mace Windus on the market. Also included in the set is a Clone Commander, which I'm not going to get into all the details, but if you have been part of the LEGO community for a while, you'll know what qualms and other stuff people have had with it, and I definitely do support those claims. But here is our this information. Here is the plaque for the Republic Gunship right here. So that looks really nice with all our little details right there. And then moving on to the UCS Venator, it contains Captain Rex and Wolf Yularen. And then also comes with this printed display plaque. So that just looks amazing. As you can see with my lights in the background, it just kind of shines on it, while on the other display plaques, it just really reflects. You see in that top right corner right there. So, and also includes a 25th anniversary brick. So that is all in really cool. So that is just amazing. And with all of these kind of minifigure and their ways of being displayed, I will have to say that the ones for the Falcon, the display stand, are aftermarket. I do have a lot of those laying around, but they can be easily displayed inside the Falcon in front of the nose, and we will show that in just a couple minutes. But I will put probably in first place, because it is now my favorite LEGO set I have, the Venator class Republic Attack Cruiser, and then the UCS Falcon, and then our Gunship. I just think that with the display plaque, and also that awesome little anniversary brick, and even now that's my first official Captain Rex in my collection, he's just amazing. Even if I am going to get a little waist cape for him, so that will look a little better. And then we also have our, I believe his name is Admiral Yularen. That slipped my mind for just a second, but he is just amazing. I love the work that was done on him. It just looks incredible. So now let's move on to the boxes, and then we're moving on to the high points of each of these monstrosity sets. All right, so we have the UCS Millennium Falcon box, the Gunship box, and the Venator box right here. So we are looking through time where, like I've said numerous times in this video, the releases of these sets. When the Falcon did come out 2017, there was a lot of hype with this set. And the box is just incredible. I love that Bespin is in the background, and it just pops on shelves, and it's very appealing to the eye. While then we have the Gunship and the Venator box, the new Legos 18 plus style, where it's black with a rendered edition of the model, and then with like a pop of color. We have blue here and white here. So I really do think it's nice, and it does look symmetrical throughout a lot of Lego themes, but I do feel like the boxes have just kind of decreased a little bit. But even though I love keeping all my Lego boxes, just these boxes are not as beautiful to kind of display under tables as with the Falcon. But with all that being said, they do the job. They do advertise the set, and they house the set while it is still on shelves and in transit from Denmark to places around the globe. But which I think is just incredible that Lego does put the time into the boxes, like putting all this awesome stuff on top of the Falcon box. Not entirely a lot on top of the Gunship box, is a little smaller, but even adding printing on top for the UCS Venator, which is really cool. So I definitely do think that the Falcon is the best box, with the Venator in second, and then the Gunship in third. Alright, so with the UCS Falcon right here, there are a lot of cool little details with it. And like I said, if you do want to see everything about this Falcon, definitely check out the reviews of the Millennium Falcon, UCS Gunship, and the UCS Venator. But moving on to the Falcon, there are a lot of awesome little greebling details included in this set, like our exhaust ports for the engine back here, as well as the engine and subway engines itself. It is just a awesome jam-packed model with some awesome details and some play features like taking up the control console like that, and you see BBA RE station inside, and then you can kind of squint down to the bottom gunner section below. When you open it up, there's a small panel that you can lift off right here, and it gets to the hollow chest table arena in there. Then you can lift up this panel as well as this sonar dish, and you can fully access the area. But for right now, we're just gonna put it back here. I'm not gonna drop the camera this time. You can also take off this section right here. It just fits in with some 2 holes, and then you can get to the engine compartment area. Now, while building this set, there is some room, I can say, for this set for some more interior space, like over here, and probably not here, but this whole kind of back section could have an interior. I do see this front that does kind of support the cockpit coming out of the side. And speaking of the cockpit, it can hold 4 minifigures. So I like to display my original trilogy up in the front because that is the kind of Star Wars I love more than sequels. But there are 2 versions of the Falcon, the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy has a rectangular radar dish, and then there are some different attachments for the front. But I do have the original trilogy. Like I said, I do like that one better. Then over here we have the UCS Millennium. Sorry, not the UCS Millennium Falcon. We have the UCS Republic Gunship right here in all of its beautiful glory. The model is just amazing. Its marketing was not as stellar. But now moving on over here, where you can get my shadow out of the line of my studio lights. We do have some awesome details like the bubble turrets. And then you also do have the cockpits, which are printed in that clear color with that red on the outside, which is printed on. Some stickers also include some larger ones of these kind of dark red parts up here, and as well as these black little knobs over here, which are stickers. Unfortunately, there are some more stickers included in the set as over here, and there are some more which I can see over here. And the Republic logo I did kind of mess up a little bit, but that is also printed, actually sorry, stickered. And then this is also our display plaque, which I have put up onto this box so I can fit its large wingspan, which has a very large wingspan, onto the table. And I do want to say another thing about these 3 sets. This Millennium Falcon is a minifigure scale set, which means that is in scale to our minifigures, which is just amazing. Our Gunship is over minifig scale, so that means it is far bigger than our regular minifigs. Even though if you put one to the cockpit, it just seems just right. It is a little too big in scale. Then for our UCS Venator, which we'll be talking about right now, is a capital ship, so it is well over minifig scale. And you can tell that when we go over it with like our minifigs placed in front of it. It is far bigger, and if it was minifig scale, probably take up half of the Lego room or my house, which is pretty funny. But moving on to the UCS Venator, it is the newest addition to my collection and the newest UCS set to date. It's 4 or 6 major stickers of one here, 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 and here, and the 2 larger ones back here. The ones back here I actually kind of look really nice, but with that tan kind of printing on here, even on camera, you can see there's some discoloration between this gray and the gray of the actual bricks without the sticker on top of it. But you can't get a micro model of the gunship down in there. And the engines are just a feat of engineering for the LEGO Star Wars community and the designers back in Denmark. It just looks amazing. And I really do like it. And since it is my new favorite set, the UCS Venator is in first with extremely, very close second to our UCS Millennium Falcon. It just looks gorgeous, and I really do like it. And then we do have the Gunship coming in last place, which is still a podium finish of third. So let's now go on to the conclusion and my final thoughts about these 3 huge sets. Alright, so now we went over the UCS Venator, UCS Gunship, and UCS Millennium Falcon. You have heard my opinions on all 3D sets. Put down in the comment section below what you like about all these sets and why, or what you dislike about these sets. I would like to hear your opinion, but we did have a miraculous finish over here for my favorite set, the UCS Venator, and with its amazing boxes in box, I really do like the Millennium Falcon. Just looks amazing. Its box is just incredible. But even though it did not really get a lot of attention in this video, the UCS Gunship is just amazing. It's a really good set and will probably do really well on the aftermarket since it is retired. And it is kind of strange that our UCS Falcon is still here after it's almost 7 years of it being out. So it has been warming shelves for a while, and there has been some things from LEGO designers saying there will always be a UCS Falcon on shelves. So I wonder when the next UCS Falcon will come in. Our first came in 2008 and our second 2017. So put down in the comment section below, how long do you think this version of the Falcon will last? I'd love to hear that. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, turn notifications button on if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in the next LEGO Star Wars video. Bye-bye. May the Force be with you.